Sir, start பண்ணலாம்ல sir?
Start பண்ணலாம் ரகுமான். Sir, good evening sir.
Good evening sir.
Happy evening to all of you. Welcome to today's meeting. We have with us CA Dr. Gopal Krishna Raju to take us through multidisciplinary partnership guidelines. Vanakkam sir. We have also with us SIRC Secretary Salem Singham CAAV Arun sir. Office of SIRC welcomes you sir. Without much ado, let's start today's program with the invocation of ICAI motto song.
य एष सुप्तेषु जाग्रति य एष सुप्तेषु जाग्रति कामं 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 कामपुरुषो पुरुषो निर्विमाणः निर्विमाणः तदेव शुक्रं तद्ब्रह्मा तद्ब्रह्मा तदेवामृतमुच्यते तस्मिन् लोकः शतः सर्वे तनूनात्यपि कश्चन एतद्वैता 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 एतद्वैता.
Thank you. May I now request SIRC Secretary CA IM Palayam Venkatesh Arun sir to formally welcome the delegates and dignitaries.
Good evening members. Today we have with us Mr. Gopal Krishna Raju to discuss about multidisciplinary partnership guidelines. So nowadays each and every client expecting the services in one places, so that our institute also allowed the multidisciplinary partnerships. So regarding that, we have a lot of doubts whether we should have a partnership with the other professional, other everything. So now, in order to get clarified, so today we have arranged the seminar multidisciplinary form. So Mr. Raju is well-known speaker and well-known versatile speaker. That too versatile speaker. Whatever the subject, whatever the act, so it is introduced. So we have one resources to initially to taken with us through that act. So that is Raju. So he is a practicing chartered accountant as well as the registered valuer and insolvency professional. He is hailed from the family of chartered accountant, and he is a partner in Gopal Rao & Co. Having a branches Mumbai, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Madurai, Tiruchirappalli and Thiruvallur. From 2010 to 2019, he served as the regional council member in the Southern India Regional Council, and also recently awarded the doctorate in governance of GST and governance government sector by St. Mother Teresa University, Melbourne, Australia. GKR is qualified independent director exam and become the member of independent directors data bank. He is nominated in a finance and taxation panel member of FICCI, Tamil Nadu State Council. He is also chairman Valuation Standards Board, Academic Board, Department of Commerce, Loyola College, Academic Council member, DG Vaishnava College, Autonomous Chennai, Academic Advisory Board, SDNB Vaishnava College for Women, Autonomous Chennai, Academic Board, SIVET College, Chennai, Board of Studies, New College, Autonomous Chennai, Board of Studies, Guru Nanak College, Autonomous Chennai, Audit Advisory Board of Director General of Audit General Chennai, Executive Committee, Center for Entrepreneurial Development, Anna University, Chennai, Expert Committee on Corporate Allied Law, CSR Governance and Ethics of Hindustan Chamber of Commerce, Steering Committee of Institute of Directors, Chennai. He is a passionate writer on technology and taxation in numerous journals and newspaper, columnist in the daily the Hindu Tamil and weekly Tamil magazine, Nanaya Vigadan and Pudhiya Talamurai Kalvi. Regularly appears interviewed in the numerous Tamil TV channels and Tamil FM radios, including DD Podigai, Jaya TV, News 18 Tamil Nadu, Kaveri News, FM Rainbow. He's written a book for standard costing and variance analysis for the professional students, and first lesson in information technology for CA students, with 2 edition by Snow White Publishers, Mumbai. With this, I welcome Mr. Dr. Raju for today's discussion. The floor is yours, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, hope the screen is visible. Yeah. Yeah. Very good evening, friends. At the outset, let me thank Southern India Regional Council for this wonderful opportunity. Also appreciate the efforts of the Secretary of SIRC, CA A.V. Arun from Salem. He has been doing wonderful activities, and we are seeing a very vibrant secretary this particular year. So hearty congratulations and appreciations for various initiatives. Today's topic has been very rightly chosen by our SIRC to bring before our members the guidelines to be deliberated time and again. Even though this guideline has been brought out, I'll say 2 years back. We are now in June 2023. In 2021 itself, this guideline has come. Now, before I venture into this guideline, I want to give some statistics, some data for us to appreciate what is the present scenario is all about. I'll just share with you 3 phases of changes in Chartered Accountants Act so far. If you look at it, we had amendments. The Chartered Accountants Act 1949 till 2006. Maybe few amendments have happened, not much of significance with respect to profession. I will mark this year 2006 as a very important year, and what change has been brought out also I will refer. And from 2006 to 2011, 5 years, we can call this as phase 2. And phase 3 is where from post 2011. And after that, many small changes has been brought out, and a major change has been brought out in 2021. So from 2011, even though the amendment came, the Chartered Accountants Amendment 2011 came, it took 10 years. Only in 2021, we have a guideline to implement the multidisciplinary professional practice. So from 1949 till 2011, it was a single disciplinary professional practice. Now, what is the single disciplinary? Single disciplinary means only chartered accountants can come together, practice together. We have our sister professional bodies, the Institute of Cost Accountants of India, and now it is well settled that they will not use an acronym called ICAI, they will only use an acronym called ICMAI. And we have another sister institute, the Institute of Company Secretaries of India. So all the 3 professional bodies, we were practicing only as a single disciplinary practice. Chartered accountants only cohesively we used to come together, either as a sole proprietor or as a partnership, or now LLP. So these were the only model that were available. Now, post 2011, Request SIRC officials to kindly mute Prashant Surana so that. Yeah, thank you. Post 2011, we have seen a change in the amendment of the Act itself, permitting, I repeat the word, permitting multidisciplinary practice. Now, what is this new change that has been brought out? So that when I go into the guideline part of it, we will be very clear about it. Now, this is what I can give you in one single shot before 2011, post 2011. Single disciplinary is also possible, multidisciplinary is also possible. When I say multidisciplinary, what it means? Can we, as a sole proprietor CA firm or a partnership CA firm or an LLP CA firm, today we have homogeneous partners in it. Can we bring non-chartered accountants, professionals as partners in it? Is it permitted? This is the fundamental question. Now in 2011, pre-2011, post-2011. Pre-2000, actually in 2006, there is a very important change and all they brought. I'll just share with you those changes. Those very important changes and all I'll bring before you. So this is the Chartered Accountants Regulation, and this is the Chartered Accountants Act. And especially under the Chartered Accountants Act, they have brought one very important amendment.
Hello.
Look at it, especially the firm. Firm includes the sole proprietor. I repeat, the firm includes the sole proprietor, which is a very important change which they have brought. So this word was not there previously. So sole proprietor firms also were allotted FRN numbers. Okay, firm means can it be sole proprietor firm? So that were also allotted FRN number. Okay, so this is one very important change. So you may be wondering what in 2006 amendment and 2011 amendment. Now I'm coming for a very important amendment in 2011, which is the first schedule. That is with respect to our professional misconduct. So here I'll only take you to, this is second schedule and this is our first schedule. In the first schedule, there is a professional misconduct where we have point number 2, 3, 4 and 5. I repeat, point number 2, 3, 4 and 5. So this is item 2, item 3, item 4 and 5. Now, before going into this, I'll just share with you one small slide so that this part is clear to us. Please look at it. There was a regulation 53A and 53B which was inserted. This was the major change that was brought up. So what I will do, I'll share with you that regulation 53A and 53B here. This is your 53A. If you look at it, so they have inserted by a notification, and this is your 53B. So this 53A and 53B have been inserted. So which was not there. So previously we had only 53. So what is 53? Exemptions to persons of Indian origin migrating permanently to India. After that it is 54. Secondment of articles. A and B were included. Now what is this A and B? So we didn't had, so I'll request Mr. Bhaskar to mute himself. Okay, and I'll request all the participants to kindly switch off your video also for seamless broadcast of the webinar. Now, previous to the amendment, 2, 3, 4 and 5 were restricting chartered accountants to pay commission brokerage to non-chartered accountants, to accept work from non-chartered accountants, to solicit professional work from non-chartered accountants, and to enter into partnership with non-chartered accountants. These are the four sub items or sub paragraphs in part 1 of first schedule. This was amended, and especially item number 4, para number 4. So I will take you to that para number 4. Look at this para. So entering into partnership with any person other than a chartered accountant in practice. This was the original paragraph. Or such other person who is a member of any other professional body having such a qualification as may be prescribed. This was there. This amendment came, but guideline was not there. I repeat, amendment came, but there is no guideline. So that means we didn't have vehicle. So I'll request Praveen Narayanan to kindly mute yourself. Now, this particular para number 4 originally restricted, I repeat, originally restricted partnership other than chartered accountants. Now, after amendment by a notification, it permitted to enter into partnership, but vehicle was not there. Now, if you want to bring another partner in your firm, you have to inform the institute. You have to say, I am a multidisciplinary partnership firm. So whether that is that procedure was there, that mechanism was there, it was not there. So therefore, in that is why I am referring to this 2011 and now 2021. So 2011 to 2021 amendment is there, but applicability, implementation of multidisciplinary professional practice was not possible, and we need to go together with the moment we say we can enter into partnership with other professionals. Now, who are they? Who are they? Now, here they say such other person. So, Mr. Chandramouli, yes, kindly mute yourself. Such other person who is a member of any other professional body having such a qualification as may be prescribed. Okay. So where is it prescribed? So we don't have rules. We only have regulations. And that regulations is where 53B very clearly mentions here. For the purpose of entering into partnership, item number 4. These are the 6 people they have been identified. So who are those people? So I will call them as the famous 6. This famous 6 is actually 1, 2, 3. So I'll say 1E, 2C and 3A. This is engineer. Okay. And this is a chartered account. Sorry, this is your company secretary and the CMA. And this is your architect. Okay. Actuary and advocate. So these were the 6. So 1, 2, 3. You can enter into these 6 people. So 1 engineer, 2 1 company secretary, 1 cost accountant, and 3 A's. So architect, actuary, and advocate. Wow. Now we are already 2 chartered accountants. Can I bring these 6 people into my firm? Yes, you can. Now, why do I have to do this? Is the question. Okay. So we will ask this question, why? Why do you need to do? So very interestingly, I just want to share with you one point here. Yeah. So this is, what is it? Sorry for that. Yes, it's here. It's here. So this is the guidelines which has been brought out on 8th of, okay, so we have on 8th of July So this particular guideline was issued on 8th of July 2021. Okay. Now here they have given a basis why this particular MDP. Okay. So today people prefer everybody come to a big store today. Okay. So everybody go to a big store. Why? All the products are available in one place. So today, a chartered accountant firm is ready to give a host of services. So it can be not only taxation, audit, assurance, international taxation, structuring, valuation, insolvency, arbitration, drafting, funding, and with respect to maybe legal, litigation, forensic, okay, you can go on act. So maybe foreign exchange management laws, advisory, foreign contribution laws, advisory, representation services. So now we have this accounting standard 19 and you have this Ind AS with respect to the employee benefits, Ind AS 19. So their need for an actuary, actuarial valuation. So today valuation of land and building, for revaluation of assets, and for plant and machinery revaluation. So you may need a technical engineer. So today all these are connected. All these are connected, and the pivotal point here is a chartered accountant. Okay. So therefore, can we have these people in our can we have a partnership here? Is it possible? Yes, definitely possible. And they have brought out frequently asked questions also with respect to this. So there are almost 47 FAQs on this, and the guidelines are also there. So I'll go one by one. Okay, so not necessarily this. This is a guideline which has been brought out on 8th of July 2021. Okay, so now let me take you to the first question. What is the meaning of this MDPCS in practice? Okay, I just now discussed about 53B. So 53B regulation permits, okay, 53B regulation permits to actually have partnership with the famous 6, 1, 2, 3, 1 engineer, 2 C, okay, company secretary, cost accountant, and 3 A's, okay. So that is advocate, actuary, and architect. Okay, good. So now, how do you distinguish between a homogeneous CA firm? Okay, so my second point is homogeneous, a CA firm, and multidisciplinary. Okay, so I will not call this as homogeneous, I'll call it a single discipline, okay, and multidiscipline. So here we will have a name, we will have an FRN number, we will have an FRN number, and this will be MDP, multidiscipline. So this will be FRN, this will be MDP number. So we'll have a separate firm number. So that firm number itself will signify that it is a multidisciplinary partnership. Now, I want to start with a fundamental question. Okay, the fundamental question. So I'll go to the famous 6, okay, a little later. So first part which I want to discuss with everybody is constitution. Okay, now I am a sole proprietor. Okay, so I am a sole proprietor firm, or I am already a partnership firm. So, or I am already a partnership. So I am existing firm. Okay. So if you are an existing sole proprietor, existing partnership firm, can I reconstitute it? This is number 1. Number 2, no problem. Can I directly open a new firm? Okay. So existing, these are all existing. So now can I open a existing? Is it possible? Yes. New, is it possible? Yes. So new MDP. So MDP new, yes. existing sole proprietor also I can form MDP, partnership also I can form MDP, and new MDP also I can form. Very good. So there it is given. So I want to bring to your kind attention to point number 7 of the regulation. Now all of you please pay attention to point number 7. Here it specifies that MDPCS in practice can be constituted as a partnership firm, as an Indian partnership under Act 1932 or as an LLP. So that means if you are a sole proprietor, add any of the above 6, make a firm. Okay, this is already a firm, this is already a firm. So this can be a firm or an LLP. This can be also a firm or an LLP. This can also be a firm or an LLP. Okay. So sole proprietor can never be a multidisciplinary partnership firm because the name itself is called as multidisciplinary partnership. So it is a MDP. So there is no MDSP. There is no multidisciplinary sole proprietor. Multidisciplinary sole proprietor not possible. So only multidisciplinary partnership possible. So sole proprietor can become a MDP, partnership can become an MDP, or a new. Directly you can form as an MDP. So that is your constitution. But you have to go to, necessarily we have to register with the institute. Now there is a interesting part here. As an interesting part here. Now everybody will come with one interesting question. The moment I form, I have, let us say, I'll take one example, okay, a small case study. So let me take a case study, okay. So in this case study, I already have a partnership firm. So with 4 CS, okay. So we already have some 4 CS. Now I want to include 1 company secretary, very good. I want to include 1 cost accountant, very good. I want to include 1 engineer, okay. So engineer, okay, good. So now I have 7, very good, 7. Or maybe I'll have 8 also, 1 more guy, okay, who will be an actuary, because I want to do an actuarial valuation, okay. Same name, okay. So I'll have this multidisciplinary partnership firm of chartered accountants. So let me have the name of the firm, okay, the case study, I will call this as ABC and Co. Wonderful. This is the name of the partnership firm, okay. So this is an already existing partnership firm, okay. It's an already existing partnership firm with 4 CAs. So I am adding 4 more. Is it possible? Yes, it is possible, okay. Now, I already have an FRN number for this. So what will happen to that FRN number? Okay, so now here, I am now bringing your attention to this application form. Guys, if you are an existing firm, okay, so please look at this. You are an existing firm of CA intending to admit any of the members. Who are those, any of the members? 6, famous 6. So 1, 2, 3, 1 engineer, 2C, cost account, company secretary or a cost accountant, or 3A. Okay, so your architect, advocate, or an actuary, then it shall submit form 18. Okay, so then you have to file form number 18. Wow, this form number 18, for your kind information, has been amended. Okay, has been amended. So look at this. This is the 8th July 2021, they brought the same date when they brought this guideline, they brought a notification also. That notification is form number 18, particulars of officers and firms. So your existing firm you have to actually give, and you can reconstitute. Okay, so it's actually reconstitution or maybe by admission. Okay, technically it is an admission. Okay, so good. So now you already have this. Sorry. So this is with respect to the existing firm. Now, if you're a new firm, for example, you're an MDP new firm. So you start with maybe this is an existing firm. This is an existing firm. So now I go for a new firm. So it is a new firm. So it's not an existing firm. This is a new firm. So now what is the name of the new firm? I just put the name as XYZ. Okay. Now, please remember, you can either form this XYZ as a partnership firm under Indian Partnership Act or under LLP, under the Limited Liability Partnership Act. Okay. So now, if it is a new firm, then for the approval of the trade name, you should apply for the council in Form 117. So here it is Form number 18. So if it is a new firm, you have to apply in Form number 117. So that is the only difference. So technically, you don't see much difference. 17, that is 8. That's it. Good. So that is with respect to the registration part of it. Now we have understood about the constitution part of it. Now I'm coming for a very, very important point. Very, very important point. See now, one CS, one CMA, one engineer, one actuary. Look at this form number. All of you, please pay your attention to this form number. Details of partners holding certificate of practice. I'll come to this. This is a very, very important part. So coming to the other partners. Now these partners, should they have to hold certificate of practice? This is a question. So we have the 6 Aru Padai. Okay. Aru Padai is there. So 6 phases there, 6 new phase you want to bring them. Chartered accountant, company secretary, cost accountant. Details of partners holding professional qualification other than chartered accountant, company secretary, permit under regulation 53B. Who are they? So out of the 6, we have so CS, CMA, okay. Chartered accountant, company secretary, cost accountant, information here. But with respect to engineer, actuary, architect, advocate, okay. So for them, you will give the information here. Now there is a distinction between these two. That is one star here. Now I will bring your attention to the star. Very, very important. Now, so let us say these 4 chartered accountants. Okay, who are those 4 chartered accountants? Okay, let me take the names as okay, Anand. Okay, say Sam Badri. Okay, so Sinu. Okay, and David. So ABC. These are the 4, and these 4 are chartered accountants. Okay. Now I'll fill these names here. Now these are the professional qualification. Now I have this company secretary. So his name is okay, Frederick. Okay, who's Frederick? And this cost accountant is Santanam. Okay, okay, Santanam. Okay, good. So good guy. So now we have this engineer is also there. So engineer is Velu. Oh, Mani. Okay, and one actuary is there. So his name is let us say Bhaskaran. Wow, wonderful. So this Velumani Bhaskaran, okay, I will fill these names here. Okay, details of partners holding professional qualification other than chartered. Name of the partner. So Velumani Bhaskaran, and their professional qualification, degree number, name of the university. Okay, all this stuff. Frederick and Santanam, I'll put their name here, professional qualification here. Very important. Please come this place. Professional qualification of partners who are non-chartered accountants. Okay. Professional qualification of partners who are non-chartered accountants. That means all the 4, my God, green color, all the 4. Okay. So that is why this 2 star. Okay. Their professional qualification should be duly attested by an independent practicing chartered accountant who is not a partner of the said firm or relative of the said person, who is independent. So social distancing should be maintained. So what I will do, I will go to another chartered accountant, CA. So his name is Arun. Okay. So Arun will actually certify these 4 guys. 4 CAs, they are already partners with CA. They are already a firm. These are the 4 guys, their certificate. Okay, so please look at this. The non-chartered should duly attest who is not a partner. That means they are qualified, their membership number, okay, their name of the university, degree number, all should be verified. Okay, and should be attested by an independent chartered accountant, somebody else. And that too, he should be in practice. I repeat, that too, he should be in practice. Very interesting, okay, point. So now that is verification of partners, and this verification of partners is a very, very interesting step. So I'll bring your kind attention to this item number C here. It is a duty of the MDPCAs in practice to submit the documentary evidence in case of partners who are not members of the institute need to be attested by a chartered accountant in practice who are not related to the MDPCAs in practice. So most important. That means not only with respect to these 4 chartered accountants, okay, in ABC, but also to this Frederick, Santana, Velumani and Bhaskar. Arun should be a social distancing guy. Distancing from Anand, Badri, Sinu, David, Frederick, Santana, Velumani, Bhaskaran. Okay, nobody. So that's a very important point. This is with respect to constitution. Now coming to the people, those 6, Aru Padai. Okay, this Aru Padai I am bringing to your attention, guys, especially I'll go one by one. So because we have the 6 guys. So who are those 6 guys? So company secretary, cost accountant, advocate, engineer, architect and actuary. Now I'll bring to your attention to out of this 6, please look at one guy who is very unique. Look at engineer. Engineer, member of the institution engineers. So all should be member. Okay, all should be member because that regulation very clearly says this is your regulation. Okay, so sorry, this is your okay, para number 4 of schedule 1, first schedule says such other person who is a member of any other professional body having qualification as may be prescribed. Okay, member means they should be qualified only. For example, if he is a who is those, who are those guys? These are the guys. Company secretary, member of the ICSI. Cost accountant, member of IC, okay, Institute of Cost Accountants of India. And advocate, very important, okay, is not a lawyer, he is not a BL, okay, graduate. He is an advocate, member of Bar Council of India. Engineer, member of Institution of Engineers. Architect, member of Indian Institute of Architects. Actuary, you should be member of Institute of Actuary. All this quite, that means I have, see generally what they say, you open the gate, I repeat, you open the gate, okay, and you are inviting the 6 people to come in, okay. Now, they should also have that mentality, openness to enter the gate, okay. Point to be noted, all these professionals are also being regulated by the respective laws. So that is why I will now go to law one by one. Look at this actuary. First, I will take the word actuary. Now, very similar to Institute of Chartered Accountants, Actuaries Institute also, they issue certificate of practice. They issue certificate of practice. So I am bringing your kind attention to actuary, partnership with actuary. Okay. So here they define who's an actuary, all these things, how they will be issuing certificate of practice. Okay. So they will be deemed to be in practice when they engage in all this stuff is there. They also have a code of conduct. In that code of conduct, it is very clearly mentioned that they are prohibited to enter into partnership with any person other than actuary in practice. Okay. So, what is the corollary? Corollary means you can enter into an actuary who is not holding certificate of practice. But you cannot enter into an actuary, you cannot enter into a partnership with an actuary who is holding certificate of practice. So, MDPCAs in practice shall be permitted to enter into partnership with a member of Institute of Actuaries of India who does not hold certificate of practice. So let me take ABC, okay, or XYZ, whatever it is. So we have Anand Frederick. So actuary, okay, actuary. So with the COP, without COP. So The person who is with the COP, you is prohibited. Without COP, he is accepted. So that is the present condition with respect to actuary. Come to engineer. Okay. Is there any concept called COP as far as engineers are concerned? No. There is no concept called COP for an engineer. So let me now directly go to an engineer. So MDP CAs in practice are permitted to enter into partnership with engineer. Okay, good. So there is no condition. I'll just put green color. That's it. Engineer is an engineer. Now only point is, this engineer who is a member of the institution of engineers, associate member of institution of engineers, a fellow member of institution of engineers. It's called FIE and AIE. Okay, those who pass that AME examination, so they become the FIE, fellow member of institution of engineers, or associate member of institution of engineers. So member. So are engineer from any university established by law. Engineer. So that is why I want to bring to your kind attention this particular regulation. Look at this 53B. 53B. Here they mention about the qualification. Look at this. For the purpose of item 2, 3, 4 and 5, following shall be person qualified, because the word qualified is also there. Company secretary means who has passed the company secretary exam, cost accountant, actuary, bachelor of engineering, BE, BTech, BArch, BL, MBA from universities established by law or technical institutes. Actually, for 2, 3, 4 and 5 they have given. For 4, only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, 2, 3, 5 is there. What is 2, 3, 5? I'll bring your attention to 2, 3, 5. Can you pay commission brokerage to an MBA? Yes. Accept work from an MBA? Yes. Secure or solicit work from an MBA? Yes. Look at this. Master in Business Administration from university established by law, a technical institute recognized by AICTE. So, this particular 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 is for partnership. MBA will not come in partnership. MBA will not be there. Only this famous 6. Okay. Okay. So, Aru Badai only. So, please, that is entering into partnership is 53. Recommends partnership only with these 6 guys. Company secretary, cost accountant, advocate, engineer, okay, architect and actuary. So 1, 2, 3. 1 engineer, 2C and 3A. Okay. So these MBAs are permitted for this 2, 3 and 5. Pay, share, commission, brokerage, accept any part of the profit, secure any or solicit any professional. So that is where that MBA will come. Other is not for partnership. So we have to be very careful. Okay. Please be careful. And with respect to your, engineer, there is no problem. He can directly come into so therefore for valuation purpose. So especially actuary, this is for your actuarial valuation. Person without COP, he can come. But your NDA is 19. Okay. So your employee benefits. Okay. Your NDA is 19, employee benefits. Does it speak anything about, no, you should only have actuary with the certificate of practice to give. So nowhere the standard prescribes about, I'll just give you the interesting part, actuary. Okay, so quite a very interesting terminologies are here. Actuarial assumptions. Okay, so actuarial valuation, actuarial risk. Only these terminologies are actually mentioned. So as far as IND-AS, accounting standards are concerned, so there is no such prescription that an actuary with the certificate of practice only should be there. So therefore, a chartered accountant firm, that is an MDPCA. So henceforth, I will use a word only called an MDPCA. So this is how I will call it, MDPCA henceforth. Okay. So an MDPCA is, can they do actuarial valuation signed by an actuary who doesn't hold a certificate of practice? Yes, possible. It is possible. Okay, good. So now I will now take you to the next part. So engineer part over. Come to architect. So this guy architect, there is no question called because under the what do you call it as the institute. Okay, so we have an institute of architects here. Sorry for that. So I'm here. I'm sorry. Where am I? Qualification. This is actuary within the meanings of Actuaries Act and actuary under the institute. Sorry, architect. I mean, not actuary. Architect under the Indian Institute of Architects of the Architects Act 1972. So only in actuary there is a concept of COP, non-COP, but with respect to an architect there is no such concept. So I will now bring to your kind attention this category of famous 6. Okay, so here the membership is only by like this: fellow member, associate member, licensed member, honorary member. That's all. So therefore, MDPCS in practice shall be permitted to enter into partnership with a member of Indian Institute of Architects. So therefore, green, full green. Okay, so good. So actuary over, architect over, engineer over, architect over. Now we have advocate. Very important, guys. Okay. Now come to advocate. So this is engineer, advocate. My God. So this is rule 2 of chapter 3 of part 4. They have their bar council rules. Okay. They have bar council rules. In the bar council rules, it is very clearly mentioned. Okay. An advocate is a member of a bar council of India. So an advocate shall not enter into partnership with any other arrangement for sharing remuneration. Okay, at the end of the day, it is Mahalakshmi only. So work has to be brought and fees has to be shared. So therefore, this is a very important point. So entering into partnership or any other arrangement is not permitted, not by the MDP guidelines, but by the rule 2 of chapter 3 of part 4. Actually, part 1, 2, 3, 4 is there. Under part 4, chapter 3, rule 2. Okay, of the Bar Council of India rules, it is not permitted. So therefore, we open the gate, but their gate is not open. They are inside the gate. Okay. So unless the Bar Council of India rules are amended, MDPCS in practice shall not enter into partnership with an advocate. So we have an opening. We have an opening, but can a lawyer come? Can a lawyer come? That's a very interesting question. I want to answer that particular question also. Please come here. Okay. Look at this. So, a lawyer means person who has qualified law, bachelor in law. He is a lawyer. Okay, he is a lawyer, not an advocate. So he is a lawyer. Now, a lawyer, can he be that means a person who has qualified a law, can he be in partnership? No. But for 2, 3 and 5 he can be. What is 2, 3 and 5? Like MBA. So what is MBA? Okay. Can you pay share, commission, brokerage to a BL? Yes. Can you accept any part of the profits of professional work with the BL? Yes. Can you secure, solicit any professional work from BL? Yes. It is not a professional misconduct. But previous to 2006, okay, this is very important. This is a breakthrough change. That you cannot do that. Okay. So now it is a permission. But only you cannot enter into partnership with the BL. For that, he should be a member of the bar council. So that's very, very significant part. So it's very quite very important. You need to be thorough with this aspect. Okay. So therefore, advocate is clear. Okay. So advocate is clear. So advocate, whether he is member of Bar Council of India. Okay. So he is not a non-member. He is a non-member. Okay. So member BCI, non-member. If he is a member BCI, no. Non-member, can he enter into partnership? No. Okay. No partnership is not possible. Okay. So without COP for actual valuation. So it is partner is possible. Engineer partner is possible. Okay, PARTN, partner is possible. Partner is possible. Advocate, no. You can only two within bracket 2, 3, okay, and 5. 4 is not possible. What is 4 partnership? So only soliciting work, sharing of fees, and paying a brokerage and commission or fees, that is possible. So non-member, this is possible. Okay. So member partnership not possible. So no partnership. Okay. 2, 3, 5 possible. Okay. So non-member, it is possible. So with the, of course, with member is also possible. So I will put green color. So partner is not possible. PARTNER. Partner is not possible with. So non-member you cannot do because not permitted. Okay. Member, they are permitted, but they don't permit. So therefore, not possible. But I will say lawyer. Okay. Lawyer is permitted. Permitted for what? Permitted for 2, 3, 5. For 2, 3, 5, lawyer is permitted. But so that is with respect to advocate. Now come to cost accountant, CMS. Okay, CMS with the COP, without the COP. Now the section says, okay, I will now come to this regulation. Okay, this is our Chartered Accountants Act. Such other person who is a member of any professional body, member. So member means CMA membership, CS membership. So now only member is sufficient or should they have COP? That is a question mark. So I will now bring to your kind attention to this regulation 111C. Very important regulation, guys. Okay, because I'll just put this regulation number here. Regulation 111C. 111C of CMA regulation. Like you have the CA regulation, you have the CMA regulation. So there, they say for the purpose of entering into partnership, they must permit. No, in advocate they have not permitted, but CMA they have permitted because they are sister bodies, sister professional bodies. A person shall be member of any of the professional body for the purpose of entering into partnership. Okay, person shall be member, chartered accountant, member of the institute as per section 6(1) cost and versa. No member of the institute shall be entitled to practice unless he has obtained from the council a certificate of practice. So, CMA with COP, CMA without COP. So, MDP CA in practice shall be permitted to enter into partnership with a member of the Institute of Cost Accountants of India with the COP or without COP, doesn't matter. Okay. So, member is sufficient and their regulation permits to enter into partnership with chartered accountant member. They don't say with the practice or without practice. Okay. So whether they are with the COP or without COP doesn't matter. Okay. He can be a partner. Naturally, I am sure for a company secretary also, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, 6. So should be the same prescription. Maybe only the regulation will be different. Here it is regulation 168B. Okay. So it is regulation 168B. So here also you have with the COP, without COP, a company secretary. Okay. Same wordings are there. For the purpose of entering into partnership, you can enter into partnership with a person who is a member of the ICAI. So therefore MDP CAs in practice shall be permitted to enter into partnership with a member of the company secretary. So no concept of with COP, without COP. So it's a very, very important point to understand the distinction. Actuary, we have a restriction. Advocate, we have a restriction. Okay. Lawyer, we don't have a restriction, but they cannot enter into practice. Okay. They cannot, and they cannot become partner. Okay. So with respect to company secretary, they with or without COP, and CMA with or without COP, they can be partner. So architect, so partner, not possible. Okay. So this is, so only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Advocate, not possible. Totally not. Actuary without COP possible. So even though you have the famous 6, the possibility is only famous 5. So ஆறு படை இருந்தாலும் 5 முகம் மட்டும்தான் possible. Okay. So that is with respect to your 6 phases. So right to enter into partnership, applicability of these 6 professionals are over. How you have constituted is also over. Now, coming for a very important section under Companies Act, which is called 141 of the Companies Act. Now coming for the profession. Okay. Now can I attest, for example, this is a ABC and Co. I have got a MDP number also. Okay. We are now 8 partners. 4 chartered accountants, 1 company secretary, 1 CMA, 1 engineer, 1 actuary without COP. Okay. So now they are partner. MDP number is also given. So I got an MDP number, let us say 23. Okay. 00023. So this is my firm number. This is my firm. 0023. My firm. So now let me go for Companies Act 141. So this is your Companies Act. Can this company ABC and Co be appointed as a statutory auditor, okay, for a listed company, statutory auditor of a private limited company, statutory auditor of a Section 8 company, any company registered under Companies Act, okay? So a person shall be eligible to be appointed as an auditor only if he is a chartered accountant, okay, individual. If it is a firm, okay, MDP, multidisciplinary partnership, firm of chartered accountants in practice, okay, they are qualified for appointment, okay, provided majority of the partners practicing India are qualified for appointment. So that means majority should be chartered accountants. Now here ABC and Co, there are 8, total is 8, okay. Now out of this 8, can they become a statutory auditor? No, because out of 8, majority will be 5. Now 5 CS are not there, so they cannot be appointed as a auditor for a company under the Companies Act. So that means either one should not be a partner, or I should add 1 more chartered accountant. So that means out of 9, 5 will be CS. So this is how you need to structure yourself for this. So that means under Companies Act. Now can I do tax audit? Yes. Can you do forensic audit? Yes. Can you do valuation? Yes. Can you represent a company? Yes. Can you do FEMA certification? Yes. There and all, they don't actually restrict you with this majority clause. So now coming to the next part, can this MDPCS, actually this firm is called, in short they are called the MDPCS, because majority of them are chartered accountants. Now can the MDPCS certify a secretarial audit? Can an MDPCS certify a cost audit? So what has happened? A very similar provision has been brought out. So to become a MDP CMAs, MDP company secretaries, so they have ensured that, so they are permitted to now become members. So that means a member of ICSI, a member of Institute of Cost Accountants can become partner here. But can a chartered accountant become a partner in a company secretary firm? Can a chartered accountant become partner, a member of an ICAI? Okay, member, whether with COP or without COP. Can he become a member there? Can he become a partner in a CS firm? Can he become a partner in CMA firm? Answer is yes. But the same model applies there also. That is, with respect to the secretarial firm, that means a cost accounting firm which is appointed as a cost auditor, firm of cost auditor. Secretarial auditor, if it is a firm of secretarial auditor, the majority clause applies there also. So quite clearly, now whether these two provisions, majority clause provision with respect to Statutory auditor, we have in 141. Cost auditor, I'll just bring it to specify auditor, cost audit. Okay. Look at this. The provisions of this person will apply to cost audit. That is, this is the powers and duties of auditing and auditing standards. This is with respect to audit. Now I'll go to cost accountant in practice. I'll go to 148. Okay. Please come to 148. Now I'll come to 140. Please come here. So, notwithstanding anything contained in this chapter, central government may by order in respect of such a class of companies, okay, they must maintain the cost records. Okay. Now, the audit shall be conducted by a cost accountant in practice who shall be appointed by the board on such remuneration as may prescribe. So, it is with the individual. Okay. Provided no person appointed under 113 as auditor shall be appointed for audit of cost record. That is with respect to your statutory auditor. Provided further, the auditor conducting the cost audit shall comply with the cost auditing standards. Very good. Now an audit conducted shall be in addition to the audit under 143. Very good. Now, whether they mention anything about firm here. Now I want to take you to 141 once again and then compare here. So in 141, okay, where a firm including an LLP is appointed as an auditor of the firm, only the partner who are chartered accountants must sign. When the firm, actually this concept of firm is discussed only in 141. Now I'll go to, okay, so firm body not to be appointed. I'll now come to this firm. 148, sorry. 148, central ground. Look at 148, guys. So here, do they mention anything about firm? Provided no person, only the statutory auditor. Provided further that the auditor conducting the cost audit shall comply with the cost auditing standards. Okay. So, only condition that is prescribed here, please watch. Who can do the audit? Cost accountant in practice shall be appointed by the board on such remuneration as may be determined by the members in such manner as may be prescribed. Very, very important point. They don't mention anything about the firm here. Okay. After this are only cost audit report, the other things. Qualification, disqualification under this, apply to cost auditor appointed under this section, it shall be the duty to give assistance. This is audit of cost record submitted by the cost accountant. All these are only with respect to audit. Shall in addition to the audit conducted. That's it. Very simple. So therefore, the point here is, if I take a CMA without COP, can my MDP CAs can be appointed as a cost accountant? No, not possible. Cost auditor, not possible. Of course, if I am the statutory auditor, I cannot be a cost auditor. That condition is there. But some other firm is a statutory auditor. Can MDP CS be a cost auditor? Possible, provided he should have COP. That CMA who is a partner should have a COP. He can be a partner. With COP also he can be a partner. So quite a very interesting model. Quite a very interesting model. So therefore, you don't have a restriction under the Companies Act. So similarly, I'll take you to the other part of the secretarial audit also, and very similar provisions are also there. Now, I will take you to another interesting part here. What are all the services that can be rendered by MDP CS in practice? So, it is in addition to the services that can be rendered by others. So we have our guideline here. Let me take you to the guideline. So this is your guideline where what services can be rendered. So quite an interesting prescription, but this is one place where the two respective institutes, I will bring your attention. One more point I have not highlighted here. So I will reserve myself to answer that particular question. So with this beyond the Institute of Chartered Accountants. So I will bring before you with respect to the scope which has been restricted by the other two institutes that I will not discuss now, later part. But now I will come to your rescue with respect to the various services that can be rendered by MDPCAs in practice. So there is a big list that has been given, and it's already there in section 2.2. So much points are there along with regulation 190. So MDPCAs can also render services allowed to be performed by other professionals who are its partners. So that means this is one place I want to bring to your kind attention. So that means can an MDPCAs in practice can also render services allowed to be performed by other professionals? Yes. That is why actuary, I will do actuarial evaluation. Cost auditor, okay, who is appointed, who is holding a certificate of practice, MDPCAs. But signature can be done, so signing. So in 141, who can sign? So that is a very interesting paragraph. So I'll come to the 141 once again. So where is it? This is 141. Again, I will bring your attention. So the where a firm including LLP is appointed as an auditor, only the partners who are chartered accountants shall be authorized to sign and act and sign on behalf of the firm. So very similar to this, where a firm including an LLP. So this particular class is there even for the cost audit also, for secretarial audit also. Now MDPCAs, if they are appointed as a cost auditor, who will sign? Only the partner who are cost accountants are authorized to sign, act and on behalf of the firm. Only the partner who are company secretary shall be authorized to act and sign on behalf of the firm. So, of course, there are certain challenges presently which has been, I will say, opened up. Okay, I will say it has been opened up and it's very good only. See, today I will bring it to your kind attention 2.2, section 2.2 of, this is section 2 or 2 of the Chartered Accountants Act. So let me now take you to section 2.2. This is the Chartered Accountants Act. This is your section, what is 2.2? So a member in practice shall be deemed, if he is in partnership with members, such as the recognized profession, as may be prescribed as he considered. So engages himself in accounting, offers to perform, renders professional services, renders such other services as in the opinion of the council, he or may be rendered by a chartered accountant. So they give another big list. Okay. So where is that particular list? So I will bring your attention here. Okay. So appendix number 2. I want to bring your attention to appendix number 2, which is down below. Yes, appendix number 1. This is appendix number 2. Okay. Now please look at this. Very important. Okay. So he can be a liquidator. MDP can be a liquidator, can be a trustee, can be an executor, administrator, arbitrator. Okay. Receiver, advisor, representative. Okay. For costing, finance, taxation. Take up an appointment made by the central government or state government or a court of law. Now, these are one reason why recently valuation, insolvency profession has also been permitted by the council to be part, because the law has actually evolved over a period of time, and multiplicity, okay, so multidiscipline facets of a chartered accountant are recognized under law itself. So therefore, and please look at this. Provided nothing contained herein shall apply to a member who is holding a certificate of practice on Institute of Cost Accountants or Institute of Company Secretaries or Bar Council, as may be specified. So this is that means the COPs are considered, which is actually like a marriage. You cannot. There is no polygamy. It is only monogamy. Okay. So that means I can only have one COP, but there can be multidisciplinary functions can be done as a firm. So please understand this concept quite clearly. So homogeneous, I hold a certificate of practice with CA Institute. few of my friends, family members are also holding certificate of practice CA institute. We coming together and practicing is one which has been done. Now, can the multidisciplinary practice, that means people holding certificate of practice of the other professions, can they come together? So the only restriction here is with the Bar Council. So as far as with respect to a cost accountant having COP joining as a partner, no restriction. Company secretary having a COP joining, no restriction. MDPCS can perform other services allowed to be performed by other professionals who are its partners. So that is why you can give a bouquet of services. I repeat, a bouquet of services as one MDP firm. So this is one point which I want to mention here. So now coming to audit part, sharing of profits and all we have already discussed. Now branch office. Okay, I will now come to a branch office. This is under section 27. Good. Now we now have 8 partners here. Okay, ABC and Co. We have 8 partners, or maybe I'll add one more CA. Okay, Arun also becomes a partner. Okay, so 1. So no, at the time of signing, he is not a related party. Later he joins. Okay, so now we have now 5, or we will not say Arun. We'll say some other Partha Sarathi. This Partha Sarathi also becomes a chartered. So now it is 5 plus 4, 9. So total 9 partners. Okay, 9 partners, 5 are chartered accountants. Now please come here. Now I want to have it in multi-location branches. So especially after Chennai, Coimbatore, Trichy, Madurai, I also have in Kochi, Trivandrum, like that. Now it is must that I must I must have a branch in charge. Okay, I must have a branch in charge. So therefore, only chartered accountants are permitted to be in charge of the branch office. So that means, even though I have 9 partners, can I have 9 branches? No, I can only have 5 branches. So this is and this one. So now we have the other 4. Can I open another 4 more branch and make them in charge? Okay, so here please come to section 27. Here what they say, where a chartered accountant in practice, okay, that means sole proprietor, or firm of chartered accountants is more one office. Each one of such offices shall be a separate, okay, shall be in separate charge of a member, separate charge. 5 partners, 5 branches. Now, provided the council may in suitable cases exempt any chartered accountant in operation of this subsection. Okay. So maybe for reasons incapability due to medical grounds or other grounds, whatever it is. So that the council will decide whether a partner should be in charge or not. So that means there can be a branch without a partner, without a CA in charge also. Now this proviso can be utilized for, so provided the council may in suitable cases exempt any chartered accountant in practice. So I will exempt CAs. For example, I have Chennai. Okay. So I'll have in Mumbai. I have Trichy. I have Coimbatore. Okay. So then I have Madurai, Hyderabad. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 5 is over. So 5, this is CA. So CA. Now, Hyderabad, can I make a CMA in charge? Okay. Now I have one in Bengaluru. Can I make a CS in charge? Now I have one in Mumbai. Can I make an actuary in charge? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now I have one more engineer also. No. So I will have Bengaluru. Then Kochi. One engineer. Is it possible? Come here. So the council has power to grant exemption So in case MDP CS desires that the non-CA partner may be made in charge, it may make request to the council and council may permit. So this particular 4 is subject to council permission. So that is anyhow the section is permitting to have one chartered accountant to be representative. So this is possible. So it is not that it is not possible. Now coming to this very interesting 18th point, and after this I will leave the floor open for Q&A. Okay. So plus we have various FAQs also. So I will take you to the various FAQs also when maybe based on the questions that is asked. Okay. Now look at this disciplinary proceedings. So quite an interesting. Now since one MDP firm can render services under the various laws. Okay. So a company secretary will do its function, a cost accountant will do its function, an actuary will do its function. Okay. An engineer will do his function. Now, if there is a disciplinary, if a partner has violated the provisions of a Chartered Accountants Act, so then there will be a disciplinary proceeding shall be taken as per the provisions of the Chartered Accountants against the individual partner. Okay, so against the individual partner. So the bouquet of service given by one MDPCA firm is registered with ICAI. Very similar to these provisions, you have a copy paste provisions in company secretary guidelines also MDP, and also CMA guidelines also MDP. So very similar. So that means you have a very similar protocol followed there also. And this is one place where I want to bring your attention. For architect, you have an act. For company secretary, you have an act. Cost accountant, you have an act. CA, you have an act. Actuary, you have an act. Engineer. Okay. So then the proceedings will be taken as per the general principles of civil law. So the respective disciplinary proceedings under the respective laws, because code of conduct is there under respective act. Okay. But for an engineer, which act? Okay, if it is an Indian Institute of Engineers, then they have a code of conduct. So proceedings can be initiated under the act. But a Bachelor of Engineer, okay, from a university, okay, master or bachelor. Now, what to be done if there is a violation? So there has been a certification of, okay, one land and building valuation has been done, one plant and machinery valuation has been done. Today, there are a lot of transaction-based valuations are required. Litigation support valuations are required. So you may need the support of an engineer also. So in case if any issues are there, that particular individual can be taken under the general principles of civil law. Proceedings will apply. So I'm sure a good beginning is possible now. And the question of multidisciplinary practice, which was made a reality in 2011, but was not practical for past 10 years, from 2011 to 21, is now 100% practical. And today, the multidisciplinary practice has been acknowledged by various regulators also, companies, government departments, government companies, e-procurement tenders, everywhere. So one firm can get registered, and one firm will register as a CA firm, one firm can register as a valuer firm, one firm can register as a forensic audit firm, one firm can register as a legal consultant firm. So all these are possible today. So that is one recognition we are able to see in the market also. So therefore the time has come where we consolidate our strength and take this forward for betterment of the profession and also betterment of the individuals who are in practice as a single disciplinary practice. So thanking everyone and especially Secretary SIRC for this wonderful opportunity. I will now request participants to kindly share your queries. Maybe if possible, the organizers can unmute them also to have few queries.
One. So unmute, allow the permission to the participant to unmute themselves to ask the query.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Ah.
Can we?
So there is, as of now, there is nobody, sir.
No, just to allow them to unmute, then ask the query. Sir, actually, I have one doubt. In company secretaries, certain companies need to appoint as a full-time company secretary in their company itself. Correct now? Can we take them as a partner in the MDP?
No, you can't. They are already a full-time employee. They are a member, but what is
Member not in practice.
I'm not clear with your question. He is already in full-time employment?
Sir, normal in the, as per the Companies Act, the companies having more than 5 crore and 10 crore turnover, that kind of thing, they should have a full-time company secretary in their company itself.
Agreed.
The company secretary is working there. Can we take them as a partner in MDP?
No, you can take, but what is the maybe only as a consulting service you can render. That's it. Advisory services.
So certification,
certification is not possible because he doesn't hold a certificate of practice.
Yes.
Oh, we have Mr. Srikanta Rao. Can we request Srikanta Rao to unmute, please? He has a question.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Kindly introduce yourself and your location and kindly share your queries, sir.
Yeah, I am a practicing chartered accountant in Bangalore.
Yeah.
So my question is, if we have an actuary who is not having COP and he is a partner in a MDP CA firm, then how can the firm issue a valuation certificate?
It's actuarial valuation.
Yeah.
Okay, so I only gave one example, which is a solitary example. Please don't consider this to be a example for all the cases. For example,
Okay.
what is a solitary example I gave? IND-AS 19 valuation. IND-AS 19, not only Indian Accounting Standard 19, for that matter, valuation under Indian Accounting Standard, it doesn't mandate who should give a valuation. For example, IND-AS 102, share-based payment. For ESOP, employee stock option plan, Black-Scholes model, one fair value of the option you need to calculate by a valuer. They don't mention who should do it. So it can be done internally. You can even get it from an external valuer. Very similar to that in an actuarial valuation also. So there they mentioned that it should be an actuarial valuation. Now, actuarial valuation should be only done by an actuary holding a certificate of practice. That is not prescribed there. But that is not the case with respect to, for example, an insurance companies. Say I am an insurance company, I am ICICI Prudential. I am actually State Bank of India, SBI Insurance. So I am United India Insurance. So I have various portfolios, various my business portfolios for which I need to do an actuarial valuation where IRDA has mandated that with respect to certain products, valuation based on which you are going to arrive at the premiums, then you should get the actuarial valuation done by a actuary who is having a certificate of practice with the Indian Institute of Actuary. So, what do you call it as the platform changes? I only gave a solitary example of IND-AS 19 where there is no such prescription, but where there is a prescription, COP is mandatory. They only can do it individually, but they cannot become member in a MDP. So this
Yeah.
restriction is there. Thank you very much for bringing this to the attention.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Sir, good evening. This is Jairam from
Yeah.
E Road.
Uh,
My question is a firm which has already been existing for the past about 10-12 years and having two CA partners, now it becomes an MDP. It has been enjoying bank audits for the last several years. By becoming an MDP now, do banks recognize that and continue the same allotments of statutory audits as well as concurrent audits, or is it not being considered? Any idea?
now, along with this too, how many people you are including?
Or maybe another one.
Another. So now 2 chartered accountants, 1 non-CA.
Correct.
Okay, let us say one cost accountant is joining you as a partner.
Yes.
With the COP or without COP, whatever.
With the COP.
With COP, very good. Now, your FRN number alone changed to MDP number. That's it?
Right.
Okay. Now, when you apply for your, what do you call the annual empanelment, empanelment form, MEF, the same UCN number will be there. That UCN number will not change.
Okay.
So therefore, your credentials of experience, all this stuff will be there. And actually now you are adding one more. The possibility of the points rating for you will be more now, because partners are now 4.
Okay.
From 2 it has now become 3.
Right.
So therefore, you will be considered a much better firm compared to the previous year.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, sir.
Sir,
Thanks a lot.
now existing firm can be converted as a MDP. No, it is not. If you form a new firm, then it's everything is new. So only converted is MDP only. That whatever you say it is.
Yes. That is why form number is different. Form 117 is new. Form 18 is registering your existing firm as an MDP firm. That's it.
Because why I am raising this query? So many person when having the individual proprietorship merging with, so that it will have the same effect. Otherwise, many of them creating the new partnership, they started from the fresh.
So sole proprietor
The conversion of MDP is the beneficial.
what is it, sir? Last point.
The conversion of the MDP is the beneficial.
Definitely. Your standing will not go. Your firm standing will be there.
Yes,
that is why sole proprietor also I added. So please add. So not necessary. You should only have a chartered accountant as your partner henceforth. The law doesn't say that you should have two partners. Only the norms for the bank audit says 2 partners, but the partnership firm. But they don't say 2 chartered accountants. It says partnership firm. So therefore, you can have an MDP CA firm.
Correct.
One CA, one non-CA. But even then you are eligible as a partnership firm, you will not be considered as a sole proprietor. Very good point that has been brought out by A.V. Arun. We have so many friends here. I will request people to share your reflections also. We have very senior friends here. G. Manoharan is there. G.R. Hari is there. I'll request G.R. Hari, my good friend, to kindly unmute and share your reflections. And we have Mr. V. Guruswamy, another senior member, to share your reflections, please. And we have Mr. Sampath Kumar Ji, V.V. Sampath Kumar, to unmute and share your thoughts, please. We have Vidya Dharan.
Dr. Raju.
Very good evening, sir.
And Secretary and my dear friends. It's very nice to watch this very important program because most of our member knows the manner of doing things. What are the intricacies involved with respect to the famous six and other niceties has been explained very nicely. You have done a great homework in propagating the analysis done to share your expertise and analysis on this particular important topic. Thank you very much, Dr. Raju and my dear Secretary, and we are thankful to SIRC for organizing such an important program. Thank you very much, my dear.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Mr. M. Suresh Kumar. We have Jacob Chaco. Very good evening, Mr. Jacob. We have Banu Prakash. Good evening, Mr. Banu Prakash. Mr. Guruswamy, very good evening.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. How are you, sir?
Namaskaram, namaskaram.
Namaskaram, sir. You gave a very illustrative session, sir. It is very interesting. Actually, I am employed in a company, but you gave I have learned a lot from you, sir. You are a very knowledgeable person. From your session, I learned that you are a very knowledgeable person. The session was very good and lively. I thank you very much, sir. I thank you everybody, for this, especially SRC, for organizing the program. It is a lively program. It is very useful also for the chartered accountants, not only for the chartered accountants, cost accountants, but for all the professionals. It is very useful, especially for non-institute members. That is just like engineers and architects and lawyers also. It is very useful, and thank you very much, sir. It's lively session. I thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mr. Patturayan.
Mr. J.V. Banu Prakash added too much value for starting a MDF, sir.
Oh yeah, Mr. Banu Prakash. Can I request you to kindly unmute and share your thoughts? MDF Kadu, MDP.
Sir, it's a multidisciplinary firm.
Multidisciplinary partnership firm. Partnership. The catch is partnership. So we have Madam Sharmila is there, Madam Sujata, Madam Padmini. So we'll also listen to women chartered accountants also, their views.
So simply, if you have a multidisciplinary partnership firm, so we can have all the services under the one roof, and also have the additional value to the all audits like RBI audits and other.
Exactly. There will be only one name, and everywhere same name will be there. But we have to also
because
be
of number of partner may increase, so the increasing it will have the added value to the firms also.
Our rating will increase.
Yeah, rating will get increased.
Hello.
Even in C&AG and other, because in the recent days we gone through the many tenders. So most of the tenders requesting 3 partners. Not, as you said, minimum 3 partners, maximum 5 partners.
It doesn't say that 3 should be chartered accountants.
No, 3 partners only.
3 partners. And already we are registered with ICAI. That is, one regulator is regulating our firm. Sufficient. Lakshya Sivabalan, we request you to kindly unmute and share your thoughts.
Hi, sir.
Yes.
Sir, how far this from the inception? It's been 2 years. So how far this has been a successful partnership firm as per the current trends, sir? How far we are able to see the success of MDPs in the current scenario? Like how many firms have been registered and how far they are able to reach the market and how far they are able to get the credibility of the clients?
Well, I will say I'm going to start with my firm to convert into an MDP firm. So that I am by qualification, I'm already multidisciplined. So only places whether we already give a bouquet of services under our firm as a multidisciplinary. So only aspect is I am in the process of adding engineers in my firm as valuers. I am in the process of adding lawyers in my firm as partners. Can I add a lawyer in my firm as a partner? No, I cannot. Only advocates I can add as a partner. I can share my work with a lawyer, but not partnership with a lawyer. That is not possible. So, cost accountants, company secretaries, engineers. Our firm does a lot of valuation work, and for valuation, one very important activity is you only claim yourself as an SFA valuer, so securities financial asset valuer. But land and building, plant and machinery valuation also forms part of the request. So now as a CA firm, can a partner can do? No. So I am bringing engineers as part of my firm's fraternity and increasing my list of partners so that with respect to one vertical, we will be giving a bouquet of services. Similarly, with respect to targeting a cost audit or a secretarial audit. So already networking is one model. Another model is I am a statutory auditor for a firm. There is another firm where my friend is a statutory auditor, but he wants me to do a secretarial audit. But as a CFM, can I do secretarial audit? No. As a CFM, can I do a cost audit? No. But once I have a cost accountant in my firm as a holding a COP, I can be appointed as a cost accountant, as a cost auditor. It is possible. So these kind of possibilities can be what do you call this? We can actually explore from a traditional thought process of practice. You can go for expanding your horizons.
Okay. So as on date, it's on success track only. All the MDPs registered with
Yeah,
the
I
ICAI.
will say amazingly success. Amazingly success. We have not come across even a single example of okay, we find difficulty like this. It's only expanding we were so far only seeing only one direction. Now we are permitted to see left, right, top, bottom, everywhere you can see.
Okay. Any other additional compliances from ICAI side, because we are shifting from firms to MDPs, like a single disciplinary firm to MDPs? Any additional?
Only you are registering yourself as a MDP firm. That's all. You will be given a unique name and unique number. That's all.
Okay.
You will not henceforth call yourself chartered accountants, but you will call yourself a MDP firm of chartered account. MDP firm of chartered accountants.
Okay. So instead of ABC and Co Chartered Accountants, I will be called as ABC and Co MDP of CAs.
Multidisciplinary partnership firm of chartered accountants in practice. This is what they say. Maybe you can short it MDP CS.
Okay. Fine, sir. It's a great session to know many things about MDPs. So it was very valuable and good insights we were able to grab from the session. Thank you for your insights, sir. Thank you so much.
Good.
I'm a practicing CA in Chennai, sir.
Very good.
I forgot to introduce myself. Yes. Yeah.
Excellent.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Asit Baran Dash, can we request you to share your thoughts, please? Mr. Bhaskar. Okay, so I will now leave the floor open for Secretary Ji to give your closing remarks. Secretary sir. Mr. Suresh Babu is there. Can I request Suresh Babu?
Be on the sir, or 5 minutes be on the line, sir. I close the session and come back to you. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Sir, thank you, sir. Sir, the question and answer is over now. Sir, there is a small announcement. There is kind of knowledge gaining session conducted through the online can be claimed as a unstructured CPE thing on yourself. So you have to upload in your SSP portal to claim the unstructured. So these kind of sessions are organized by the SIRC only to that knowledge gaining session. So continuously we should have because as per the CPE guideline, 40 hours we have to do, out of which 20 hours unstructured, 20 hours structured. Within that 20 hours structured, 4 hours for ethical and ethical standards and accounting standard is allowed for the unstructured thing. We have to complete within a calendar year. This is the CPE guideline. Recently it is announced by the Central Council. So these kind of knowledge sessions you have to upload yourself, claimed as a unstructured CPE hour in our SSP portal. This is the one thing I have to inform to the members. So, and I thank JKR sir for the excellent presentation for multidisciplinary partnership forum. Sir, really, actually, myself is having a lot of doubts relating to multidisciplinary firms. Today, we have a clear-cut clarification on that. I think it is very much useful to the each and every member, those who are all participating. I think we are able to guide the others, those who are all having the doubts in the multidisciplinary form. Definitely, it is a very useful session, and thank you for your support continuously for wherever we have some special kind of sessions required. So you are always ready with your presentation, sir. Thank you for your wonderful presentation, and also thank the participant for their interest on, even though it is unstructured CPE. So I thank each and every participant for their participation. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, one and all.